воскресал ести от гроба. От руки от пещи избавив бив человек, страждет яко смертен, и страсти у смертное нетения облачит благолепие. Едим благословено сем, Боги препрославлен. Сей наречени святий день.
Hello and welcome to Scott's Views. This is a very impromptu video today. I haven't done a video for a few weeks now. Something cropped up where I had to say something and make a video. Essentially, it came to my attention from a former detective who worked for Thames Valley Police. His sister was visited on Christmas Eve. His elderly sister, she's in her 80s, who lives with her very ill husband who has cancer. Christmas Eve, 6 o'clock. Knock at the door. 2 police officers from Thames Valley Police. She opened the door. She was accused of breaking the law for having a tradesperson visit. Some neighbour had reported her. They've been going back and forth to the hospital, coming back late at night where he's been receiving treatment, seeing specialists. And the outside light was broken, and so to get it fixed, they got a tradesperson in so they could see when they got home late at night in the dark, to help them see their way into their home after a long day. So, my detective friend's sister explained the situation. Oh no, the Thames Valley policeman was not impressed. And he was going to fine her for this supposed breach of COVID-19 Tier 4 regulations, but issued with her a warning. And the next time it happened, she would be fined. Now, on perusal of the Tier 4 guidelines, there is no breach of regulations for having a tradesperson come to visit. I'm going to cut to the chase. This is disgusting. The UK has turned into a police state. This is no way to treat citizens of this country. Just a few days ago, Nicola Sturgeon was caught at a wake of a funeral. Bearing in mind, immediate family members are only able to go to funerals, and other people outside the immediate family group are not allowed. And Nicola Sturgeon was at this funeral, caught without a mask. Dominic Cummings drives around the country, still gets employed. Neil Ferguson trolling us on social media, saying that we should believe the lockdowns and not undermine the scientists, who himself, on the day of the very first lockdown, met his married mistress. Cathy Calderwood, the Chief Science Officer of Scotland, in the first lockdown, travelling around to her second house. Margaret Ferrier, travelling up and down the country. Celebrities like Dr. Hillary in a shop without a mask, Piers Morgan in a taxi, and yet elderly couples in their 80s get knocks on the door and intimidated by the police Priti Patel and the UK government need to hang their head in shame. My contact, the ex-detective of Thames Valley Police, said he was ashamed that he was a part of this force. This is how they're policing now. What happened to decency? Is it really we're in Christmas, the festive period, the Christian festival of the birth of Jesus, and neighbours are phoning up the police on an elderly couple who've had a tradesperson come to visit to fix something in their house, which is not a breach of the rules anyways. This is ridiculous. The one rule for me, one rule for thee, is blatantly clear. All the celebrities and politicians who are breaking the guidelines and getting off scot-free and getting an extremely easy ride by the press, i.e. Nicola Sturgeon, not one opposition politician in the Scottish Parliament brought it up. The hypocrisy. And yet ordinary citizens and citizens are being terrorised in their own houses on Christmas Eve. This is not what Britain should be like. The UK government and the individual police forces concerned need to be held to account. I don't know what else to say. I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted that they feel they can get away with this, doing this to people. It's hard to find words to describe. So you can imagine, the last thing you expect on your door on Christmas Eve is cops warning you about having a tradesperson in your house. You expect some carol singers, perhaps. I always thought the police force were overwhelmed with the work they have to do, understaffed. But yet they're finding time to visit old people, to warn them about having tradespeople in their house. We've moved into East Germany. Is anyone still under any illusion that we're not living in a kind of dystopia where all our freedoms and liberties and democracy is being undermined day by day? We're coming up for the end of 2020. And it looks like what's looming on the horizon is just lockdown for 2021. The hope of the vaccine. By the end of the year, we were promised the vaccine. That hope has disappeared, hasn't it? New strains, new mutant strains. This doesn't end now. It continues. That they're terrorising people in their own homes for getting things fixed. They're trolling us on social media. The Neil Fergusons, the Nicola Sturgeons. They come out with all this, follow the rules, and then they break them. It's deliberate. It's part of the the psychological operation designed to infuriate us, make us frightened, confused. They need to be held to account. elderly people should not be treated like this in 2020. With ludicrous rules that are not even rules being worn for non-rules that don't even exist. Totalitarian overreach. That's what it is. And anyone who says different is a liar. Fact check me on it. It's disgusting. Merry Christmas. Take care.